Yes, not another print. As you can see, my makeshift spool holder here. I found that PVC pipe didn't work as well as I thought. But an old artillery shell from the 4th of July, perfect. Yeah, my thing got broke when shipped. It happens. Filament's fine though. My other one, however, I'll dig it out down here. Didn't have a crack in it. He's fine. So anyway, whole idea of this is we're going to print out a spool holder. Because I don't have one. But I think on here will work just fine. It spins. Yeah, see there's some more of that black frame coming off. FedEx was nice enough to apparently drop it. Oh, and the box, by the way, for those of you interested, is marked as glass. Please handle with care. Good thing it wasn't glass, huh? That, and I'm pretty sure I ordered, oh, temps up. Pretty sure I ordered fluorescent yellow and they sent me translucent. No, I haven't checked because, well, I need yellow. So whether it's right or wrong, it's mine. I'm not sending it back. And this one I set up with a 10-line brim. And hopefully it starts grabbing. First line of filament, I can smell it, but I ain't seeing anything. Oh, there's a little bit. Now it's going. There's some black mixed in it. That's why I did the brim the way I did. Kind of a yellowish green look to it. Well, the outline's good. And it's pulling. My little makeshift spool holder's holding. You can kind of see the shape of it here, I think. And then one ball bearing will go here and one on the other side. And there'll be two. One on this side, one on that side. Obviously not this one because it's broken. Thanks, FedEx. But anyway. So far looking good. This is going to be the biggest part I have made. The next biggest I'd made prior to this was my little spinner. It did not come out perfect. Not anything wrong with the printer. It just didn't stick. And that side lifted, as you can see there. So hopefully with this one, we don't get any lift. Now it looks like it's still doing the brim. I might have to cut back. Instead of 10 lines, make it 5 lines for that brim. But it's about almost an hour and a half build. I'm not going to video the whole thing. You guys don't want to watch it go around in circles and circles and back and forth. Corners are good. Looks like it's sticking. Plenty of time from one end to the other for it to cool. So even if that little black stays, it's just going to be my spool holder. Nope, that was the brim. There's the part inside. There, you can see it here. Okay, so that was the brim on the outside. And yeah, we're going to drop that down to 5 lines. Oops. Well, I got rid of all the black and cleaned out the hot end, so we're good and clean then. And we are at 3%. I left the infill at 15. I wanted these to be a little bit solid. Hopefully I'm not going to be reprinting or remaking these anytime soon. I have to make a total of 4 pieces like this. And then 2 of them go together with a bearing in the middle that holds them. And then when we get up to about 98, 99%, we will bring you back. I noticed it was starting to pull. My spool was not turning. Well, that's what sucks about it being broke. Now it's doing some infill. Some really nasty looking infill. I don't know why it jumped to the middle like that. It's supposed to be solid. But we're going to let it run. So far all my prints have been a heck of a lot smarter than me. So I am not going to interfere with what they do. I just wanted to show the infill that this thing is doing. That is like perfect. And granted, I have it set at 20%, I believe it is. Yeah, it's just doing an amazing job. Of course, my spool holder didn't work. It kept getting stuck. It still gets stuck. I don't know what his deal is. So I've been watching it, spinning it out by hand. Darn it. This one's broke. There's nothing I can do about it. So, I taped them on there and I moved it by hand, and it seems to be doing pretty good. Just that infill though, that is just, yeah, that's a bit more solid than I really actually intended or needed. Yeah, that's solid. Hopefully you can see the detail in that. Pretty damn nice. And of course that cooler's over on that side, so let's see if I can put you there. You can see a little better as it does that infill. I mean, it just does a line side by side by side by side. Just, hell, I've been watching it and I'm already lost. I forgot where it was. I'm glad it knows. Right about now I would have just done 4 lines up the side, so that we're done. But no, it's doing great. I don't see any blemishes, no lifting. Put a pretty hefty brim on there, what we would need. So I probably won't have to worry about it lifting. I think it's stuck down pretty damn good. I'm probably going to have more issue trying to get it off. Now it's doing the outer edge wall. And we got it set at 2. Alright, maybe 4. Well, it's going up quite a bit. There it goes. So yeah, I think 6. And now it's doing the inside again. It never starts in the corners though. It always starts like ½ inch away, comes all the way over, and then goes back and does that last little bit for whatever reason. The slicing tool decided to do that. But I'm not complaining. It's working. I am not using a heated bed. My control board, the motors, all of them are still right around, well, actually the control board's at 32C. My motors are right at 24. That's room temperature. But I will say the hot end is hot. I made the silly mistake of reaching in there a second ago there was a little blob in there I wanted to move. I got it. I had the shit burned out of my finger. 200C is not something you want to touch. I think 100C is boiling if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, just wanted to show you that infill, and it's doing really, really good. Well, we're at 97%. As you see, it looks really good on this end. Nice, crisp, clean corners and edges. The infill is like perfect. But on this end, I was saying it kind of looked like it lifted. I don't know what the deal is. It's not lifted, it's stuck down. But it's definitely different. There's half. 1. See see if I can pull it off. Ouch. And pop goes the weasel. Let's go ahead and break the little raft and brim off. I know you can't see a lot down there. Well, I still have to clean out this back little piece here and break this part of the brim off, but I'll clean that. But for the most part, that's it. Let's grab a bearing and see what it looks like. So the edge that is good, oh, that popped right on there. No issues at all. And then the back one, there we go. We'll build one just like that, stick it on from the other side. I think we got ourselves a filament little holder tray. It's not perfect. I think the biggest issue is peeling off the rest of that brim there. Hopefully you can see it where the glue and the tape are. You still see the edge on here, I think. Yeah, there you go. Get that cleaned off, but otherwise, you know, the inside's pretty good. Hoping you can see that. Alright, 3 more to go. So just made part 2, and actually this one came out even better. You know, I've been reading and watching the other YouTube videos and stuff on these. I still got some glue on the back, I haven't cleaned it up. I broke the raft off it. But they've been saying that the more it runs and breaks itself in, you know, obviously these ball bearings and stuff here, they're tight. Well, it's not tight, but anyway, it breaks itself in, I guess, finds its groove. That seems to honestly be the case. So I'll snap them together. Might need to put a little glue in there. Well, no, I take that back. The first one I printed, that one end kind of lifted. It's a little warped. Just a little bit. But the second one I printed is like perfect. So when I put them together, you can see that little line there. That's because the top one, the first one, it's not flat. So I put it on the table, you can see it. And over here, obviously. Put, I think, just a little dab of glue on there. And it'll work just perfect for what it is. And then that's one, and then the filament will sit on it, and then I'll have a second one on the other side of the filament. Not my broken one, unfortunately. God damn it. It won't work. But on a good working one, let's see how it fits on there. Those bearings spin quite freely. The other sad thing is I got translucent yellow. Doesn't match my current yellow. I should have got fluorescent. One here in the light, I guess you can see a little better. Translucent, I guess you can kind of see through it. I guess it'll do. I got a whole damn spool of it. Might as well use it for something. So, yeah, I think we give that a little glue down, and then the first one I made, I need to sand this off a little bit. I don't need to, I guess. I mean, it'll perfectly function as is and do its job. But yeah, just letting you know where I'm at. See where I pried it up from the bed. I'm probably going to have to replace the tape. And that's just simple metal or lifting it up. I intentionally left the sides up like this. Well, I lifted the glass, but I'll go ahead and get this peeled off, and then put a new layer of tape on. I should count that. What I do? I had 3 layers on there. That way I don't have to mess with my bed height or my layers or anything. Just leave everything the same. But all in all, can't say any issues, any complaints of any kind. Firmware was not usable right out of the box. They even say in there that it's not. But they include a firmware to use that they said needed some tweaking, and it needed some tweaking. So yeah, quite a few prints out of it now, no issues. My board just went screwy. It's actually been doing that. Don't know why. Simple power it off, power it on, and it's just fine. But all through both prints of these, you can see it's back now. But all through the prints of these, no issues. Everything buzzed through just like it was supposed to. This yellow filament, they say 190 to 220, and I'm running it at 220. Actually, I did, and it was a pretty good size. I mean, it was a pretty good size build. And as it was on this end working, I touched this end, and it was like cold. I mean, it was done. Don't touch the head. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I got a pretty good blister out of it. As I told you earlier, I touched that damn thing. We're down to 26 now. I should be able to. But all in all, that head don't look too bad. I'll go ahead and power it off. It's down on temp. And my makeshift roller for my broken reel of filament served its purpose. I'm still going to make the little caps here for this. The caps up top. I can't remember off the top of my head now. There was quite a few things. It's already 2:30 in the morning. Somebody needs to get to bed. Once I get those caps in, I'll put these wires down underneath. You won't see them. They're just up there for me to start. Oh, I need to make the... Oh, this is loose. I need to make the tray for the motherboard there. And then I got the wires ran already for the power supply. I'll have to make the connector over there to set it on, and then have my little LEDs, although it has to lay flat. I don't want it to lay flat. And I don't really want it to stand straight up here on the side, because if for any reason this goes over, I don't want it to, to hit it. I don't know. We'll figure that out yet. Not sure what we're gonna do. Saw one out there on Thingiverse. It's kind of like this, a little wider, and it's just, a base, and you just set the power supply in it, basically, so it can't tip over. That's all it really is. Get these glued, make another one. Yeah, I think all in all that came out pretty good. On to the next one.